What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. We've got lots of lots, and we're going to take a look at a couple that y'all submitted. So don't forget that if you have something you want to submit for lots of lots, bus stuff for sale, the picture videos, or just any video in general, throw it in the video request form found in the description of any one of my videos. I will take a look at it, and it might just get featured. Alright, so these were submitted a little while back. This first one comes from Wayne S. Series on Flickr. November 2007, we are in Lewiston, Idaho, and the notes for this say that November 2007 is the only year available, and for potato quality, the visibility is quite good. The fleet clearly consists of all internationals, except for Ward Fords, and note the Idaho scenery, the S-Series budget truck, and the school bus history from a state not many enthusiasts would have explored. This is Lewiston ISD. Yeah, it sounds like Texas, which it certainly does. Alright, starting us off down here, we have a couple pretty early ICFEs down on the end. Note that this middle one has a wheelchair lift in the middle. Next to those, there is either a Ward or an early Amtran International right next to a Genesis. There's two more FEs, another Genesis, a couple more FEs, a first-gen CE, one of the Ward Fords that were mentioned, and another either Amtran or Ward International. Over here are a couple REs. There's two Genesises, or Genesis, whatever it is. Three Ward S1800s and two Ward Fords. And back over here, there's another Genesis. I'm not sure what the bus in the middle right there is. A early ICFE and a shorty handicapped Ward International. Yeah, so not many Idaho lots. I don't think I've ever shown one off on video. So if you have an interesting Idaho lot, definitely throw it in the video request form. Any of those states that, like, you know, not many people live in, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, anywhere like that, that's where we really need to be looking. I think we're going to have to do a separate video on that stuff. All right, the next slot we are taking a look at was submitted by Joshua Badillo, who says that there is a rare bus for the state in this lot. October 2015, we were in Murphy, North Carolina, taking a look at this pretty stereotypical North Carolina lot for that time. First off, we have the C2 over here blocking whatever's back there. There's an International Vista, a first-gen CE, a C2, three more CEs, another Vista, note the wired figure 8 crossing arm on it. We have another C2 and an FS65, and we can kind of make out what's beyond the C2. There's another CE, two Thomas Internationals, and another C2. A few more C2s, another CE, and then two Thomas Chevy C60s in the back. A little bit down the road, there are two Thomas Minotaurs on GMC chassis as activity buses. Here's another activity bus. This is a Thomas 3800, note the wheelchair lift on the back. And here's where our rare bus comes in. I am told that this is the only one in the state, and I can't think of any others that I've seen before. So, North Carolina people, you're going to have to verify, are there any other ICREs as activity buses? I don't think I've ever seen a ICRE in North Carolina spec. Yeah, so I don't think I've ever seen a North Carolina ICRE as a school bus, much less an activity bus. I could very well be wrong, but like I said, North Carolina fans, we're going to have to verify this. Is this the only one in the state? Because if so, I mean, that's pretty interesting. I'm curious to know if this bus is still here because this was taken 7 years ago. But also, I just hate that I said 2015 was 7 years ago. If it is, that's a pretty cool thing right there to find. And the last one we're going to take a look at comes from JD Car and Bus Productions. We are in Jersey City, June 2011, taking a look at the Science Center. And the reason we're at a Science Center? Because there's a whole bunch of buses there that probably brought some students there on field trips. So starting us off, we have a first-gen CE on the end, right next to yet another first-gen CE. I can't read exactly where this bus is from, but I think it's also from Snyder Bus Service. They're pretty similarly spec'd, except for the one on the left has a yellow roof, and the one on the right has the white roof. Might I also add that I like the font used for the numbering back there instead of that one. There's two CEs right here that are pretty stereotypical New York spec. There's a C2 right next to that. Here we go. Here is an interesting find. We have a Thomas FS65 that looks pretty sharp. Second off, we got the chrome rims, always a nice touch. We've also got red text above the windows instead of the normal black. And yeah, this is like I said, this is a pretty sharp bus here that we're looking at. Also note on the back here, I love the addition of the shadow on the numbers, but I don't really care for the red turn signals. I personally think that arrow signals would have fit this bus much better. Right here we have two ICFEs. This is an earlier one and this is a little bit after. Note that all of these warning lights are strobing incandescent. I've never been a fan of these, but they're on there. There are two Amtran Internationals right here. We have another one of these Shamrock Stagecoach buses. Very nice specs. We love seeing the full streamer. I'm not able to make out exactly what type of bus this is. But we love to see a full streamer and white roof. Taking a look from the other side, this actually is a Bluebird CV200. That's not what I was expecting it to be. And like I was saying a couple minutes ago with the odd color rub rails, we're taking a look at one of New York's most interesting contractors. These are buses from Haverstraw Transit. They are known for putting green on their buses where black should be. So as you can see, there are green rub rails, there's green text on the bus. Taking a little more in-depth look, these buses have dual stop signs. A couple of these have LED taillights. Again, I think that they would have looked better with arrow turn signals. I want to say that they're FS65s. I believe that Haverstraw had a decent amount of those, so that wouldn't surprise me if that's what this is. Also note that the buses have the emergency doors on the side, and that this bus is a little bit older. We can see the incandescent lights on here. That's definitely an FS65, and also note the green rims on there. Like I said, pretty much everything on the bus that would normally be black, it's green. That obviously makes these buses very unique. I've always been a fan of Haverstraw for that very reason. And like I said, we're definitely going to have to do a video on buses that have kind of odd colors like this. And just a little bonus, out on the street is a Shorty TC. And there you have it. Those are the three lots that I wanted to show off. All of those are interesting in their own ways. And let me know which one was your favorite. Like I said at the beginning of the video, don't forget that if you have something you want to submit for bus stuff for sale, lots of lots, the picture submission, or any one of my videos in general, throw it in the video request form in the description of any one of my videos, and it might just get featured. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it, I don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or everything that is supposed to be yellow on a bus is going to turn green. And make sure you also share this video with a friend, show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't let anything happen to you. So yeah guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching.